Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run, and I kinda wish this came up early enough. I guess if I waited a few more hours, this probably would have come up then. But yeah, here we're taking a look at the Arena Cube draft. Wait, let me turn myself off first. I'm just gonna highlight the differences between traditional and regular. So traditional, you will play 3 matches no matter what, so bare minimum you will get 6 games. The only caveat is that, well, it's not so bad. You make up your cost back at 2 match wins, and you profit more at 3 match wins. Then on the other hand, if we take a look at regular cube draft, the entry cost is the same. You will have to win 5 games in order to break even. But just winning a few is not so bad. But you can only lose up to, if you lose 3 games, that's it. It's not like you get to play out all 6 games. So I guess in the interest of being able to play more, considering that we're spending the same amount, and I want to get the most out of it. We won't get to see that many different decks, but I guess that's okay. And I haven't tried traditional in a while, so I probably will do a traditional draft. But that said, let's take a look at the pool, because this is what usually changes over time. And let's see. Okay. Actually, this looks like a very deep pool. I wish they would have just a list of what are the notable cards, because it looks like they have a little bit of everything. There's definitely some Amonkhet there. There's Amonkhet, there's Kaladesh. It's a little bit of the best of everything. Okay, I'm noticing a lack of certain cards. Like, it's a sort of holiday cube, but it looks like the sets are limited. Okay, we have some additional cards to round out the numbers, but it looks like the cards are primarily Amonkhet and recent sets, with a few cards from older sets to round out the numbers. In fact, it looks like all the good cards are from the most recent sets. Okay, so Lyra's an exception there, but everything seems to be from recent sets. Let's go all the way to the end to check for the multicolored ones. That's usually what sets up the team also, so we can do a little bit of extra research. Okay, so yeah, looks like there's an ETB team. Looks like all the companions. Wait, are all the companions? No, not all the companions are live. Only Yorion's a good companion. We don't have Garuda, which is a shame. No Lurus, no. Oh, we do have Obosh. Okay, so it looks like they have the good companions. There's no Umori, no Giganta, no Zerda, no Kahira. There is Karuga, which is a possible team. And let's see, green blue looks like the best of big stuff. Looks like the best of big stuff, and draw extra value between the growth spiral, spring to mind, Rashmi, Hydroid Crassus. Okay, green white definitely. It's actually a combination of go wide and go tall, so hard to make out heads or tails for this. Red white's definitely aggro. Red green also kind of aggro, but yeah, it's actually, I'm noticing it's hard to make out teams. Also note, there is Croxa, but there is no Uro. And we should probably look at the colorless stuff. Wow, this is okay. Definitely have an Ugin and Platinum Angel. Okay, so it's not gonna be easy to make heads or tails of what the sets are about. It's definitely a lot of the newer cards, and the teams are a bit more. They're not no specific team. So you know what? Let's just go in with it. To heck with it. We'll see how this pans out. It's worth a shot. And yeah, traditional's fine. I want to get at least 6 different games. Also, we have to take note that we need to be able to have a gradient of a gradient in our ways to play. Like we cannot just have a one-shot deck. We have to be able to. The deck has to be able to adjust based on scenario. So we want to also keep in mind that we want some. That it's either cards we want in our main deck or cards we definitely want to side into. We don't want to be in a position where we're siding in a bunch of weaker stuff. Just to round out numbers. Okay, I probably make it up. Yeah, also a little bit of weirdness on the internet today. It seems like Google had a problem with Philippine connection like an hour ago. So just a little bit of weirdness there. Oh, I almost had a bit of a heart attack. I thought my email was hacked and my account was gone. No, it turns out that it was just a connection issue. Everyone in the Philippines was complaining. And now here we have the case of we want to prioritize something but we have no idea what. If I were to prioritize the best card, it would probably be Lyra. Sovereign is kind of removal as well. So, and this one leaves us open. We also have to note that there is quite a bit of artifact removal between Intervention, Angorius, Fragmentize. No, not Fragmentize in this case, but Fragmentize is an option here. I could just take Lyra just to snipe white because these are very Feather, except with the exception of Feather, everything's a sideboard card. Also, it's a 5/5 Angel, though we have to note that removal is going to be quite good here, so we cannot just rely on this without protection. I'm tempted to just take this but it's a bit expensive as removal. You know what? I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna actually just take the Sky Sovereign. Okay, now so what are we in the lookout for? We're in the lookout for, well, relatively large creatures. We kind of passed a bit of green, but not so much. So I could just take Trashing Brontodon. That can crew this guy by itself. Wildborn Preserver coming in with Flash is not bad. Null Priest of Oblivion. That's also a way to buy stuff back. Though this one, it's good early. It's good late. Also passing quite a bit of red. You know what? Let's just take the Null Priest. Let's see how it goes. I probably should have taken the Lyra now, more I think of it now, but that's basically part of the discovery process. Yeah, it's a 4,000 gold level of discovery, but yeah, we'll see how it pans out. Everyone's going to be taking their time making picks, so no real need to rush. So let's see what do we get here. There's Heliod, there's Voracious Great Shark, which is always great. I can take a Mouth to feed. Basically, it's a creature and card draw. Collected Company, we need to build towards it, so I'm more likely to take Mouth to feed. Demonic Pact, a bit sketchy. Chromatic Orrery is fine. Chainer's Edict is removal, but we probably want to prioritize threats over removal first. Sphinx's Revelation would be great. Oh, Assassin's Trophy is... I guess if I want to take removal, it's Assassin's Trophy. It's the most flexible one around. It destroys everything and well, at the cost of giving our opponent a basic land, but with the value of cards here, the basic land might not be the worst thing. So we're kind of staking our claim on red, green, black, but we're not too solid on that one. What are the other cards aren't exactly calling out to me. We probably want to be on the lookout for creatures with at least power 3, both for Sky Sovereign and for Mouth to feed. Tendershoot Dryad just makes creatures over and over again. Red seems to be open between the Chandra and the Morag. There is a Chromatic Orrery, but that's kind of the worst thing. Well, we can always deem worthy. Because this is also repeatable removal. Or I can just solidify the Tendershoot Dryad, but this one's gonna easily die. Well, it will overrun if we don't do anything about it. Let's see. Okay, there's a Trostani. There's a Dreadhorde Invasion which keeps giving us, well, not always giving us tokens, but it gives us something. We can always just take the Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, red is definitely open. I don't really want to take Dreadhorde Invasion. It's not as great as Bitter Blossom. I'll take the Overgrown Tomb. Skyclave Shade is a very good It's a very good driver for this. Also have to be on the lookout because I think tree color is very possible here. With almost every land here being dual colored or otherwise, we have that option. And with that, Triomes are a thing. Traxos, not the kind of thing we're looking for. Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner. I guess if we're going for big creatures, this is one way to do it. It also kind of ramps us a bit. I could always just take a I'm gonna take the Speculative Phylat. We're gonna be on the lookout for basically a red splash, but also we're on the lookout for some of the red cards coming back. We might be able to, unless everyone downstream of us started taking all the red, we kind of have a shot at getting some red back. It does mean that we're not going to benefit off a Triome, and we have to prioritize these duels. Jade Light Ranger is good. Vengeful Rebel is also kind of removal. I think the Jade Light Ranger is kind of card draw, so I want to take that one first. So I guess we should prioritize green at this rate. The Null Priest is looking like not, well, the Sky Sovereign is I think always fine. Iroan Games, it's quite good if you're willing to spend the time with it. I might just rather have the Trashing Brontodon, because it looks like it's not just a lot of good creatures. We're also having good artifacts. We're also having reasonable enchantments. So having a main deck creature that can snipe those auxiliary cards is going to be fine. So okay, there's a Vastwood Surge. There's a because this ramps us. Well, we're main green anyway, so I will take the Vastwood Surge. Sure, Chromatic Orrery draws us some cards, but not that much. Command the Dreadhorde. It's something we can play towards. Okay. I probably will take the Deem Worthy because it's a lot better. It's a lot better option. We got Rootbound Crag, so we have that as another land option. But we are on the lookout for basics, so a little bit careful with this. That said, I think our mana should be fine. Well, there's a Languish. There's also an Archfiend, but we're not exactly. There's also a Kogla, which is very good. I didn't see much in the way of it's like all the creatures are pretty mid-range, so the Languish, I might rather aim for the Kogla here. So the plan is we need to look for spot removals. We need to look for spot removal cards like, say, Deem Worthy, Assassin's Trophy. I'm not too sure of us being able to run Command the Dreadhorde. We're not going to exactly gain a ton of life. Let's put that on the side for now. Also, yeah, we passed out quite a few Planeswalkers as well. At least we have our good mana base, all things considered. Cruel Reality. Ooh, this is backbreaking. But we probably want... Okay, Rishkar is fine. Chainweb Arachneer is fine. Wayward Swordtooth. I noticed that there are a few, but not that many dual MDFCs, so we can't exactly rely on that. I could just take the Skewer, but I would rather stay. Do I want it? So at least if we cast this one, our opponent gets hit once. But if we can't ramp to this, it's gonna hurt us more. But none of you know what? Let's speculate on this. I think I would like to give this one a try. So let's be on the lookout for a ramp. Oh, there is some of this after all. So we also have a Sheltered Ticket, but I probably want definitely the Hagra Mauling. So basically some extra lands. Oh wow, we have to make a lot of decisions here between Kazandu Mammoth, Questing Beast. Questing Beast is always backbreaking. I'm probably gonna take that one, but we have to also be careful of our curve. I might actually rather take the Mammoth. Like we have two hard ways, and we can actually just wait for this one. So yeah, let's take the Mammoth just to fix our mana base a bit. Also, we could just slam a large creature onto the... Okay, speaking of... So, whenever another creature enters the battlefield, add mana where it's the greatest power among... You know what? It's a good ramp card. Definitely taking that. Vivian Reed's always good. I would like the insult to injury to come back, but we're definitely taking Vivian Reed here. So, our curve is really high, mid to high, so we have to be on the lookout for... Well, Brush Fire Element. No, we'll definitely take the Scavenging Ooze. We want some lower cards. Woodland Cemetery. Oh, wow. We have to decide between... Actually, we need to check in... Well, we're still main black at this point. But there is a good chance that all the cards that will come back are pretty much red. Like, I don't really want to take Lurrus for this deck. Probably will just take the Magnet. Some early removal is always good. But now we're in the weird situation where we might be more green-red than green-black. Well, having the splash lands for it's not too bad. As long as we remain main green, we're fine. So Null Priest is actually looking like one of the weaker cards, though. I guess it's fine. But we have a very awkward curve here. Like, we have 4 5s and 4 6s. We need to solidify this more, and we might need to start making cuts on the top end here. Like, Tendershoot Dried might be the weakest of the bunch. That's an easy cut. The Cruel Reality looks very awkward too. If we start leaning towards green-red, I will cut Cruel Reality. So let's just make that cut for now, so we can open ourselves up to more options. At least we got the Jade Light Ranger for early explore. So possible tree, not tree, but it ramps tree. So we have quite a few tree power creatures. Skyclave Shade's always a very good tree power creature. Let's keep it. So our Sky Sovereign plan looks fine. Our Mount to Feed plan looks fine. There's Anax, but we're probably not gonna be able to support that. I would rather have Rishkar because it also plays well with like Scavenging Ooze taking a counter. Okay, now I have to decide between Domri, which helps pump our stuff, or I could just take the Shelter Ticket. Let's fix our mana even more. I'm taking the Domri. We kind of need the extra fight. Shragtusk is good. Song of Freyalise, that's an option. Insult to Injury came back, so that's good. Brush Fire Elemental. Okay, we have... And nothing for us here. Well, there's Inscription of Abundance. There's... I guess I have to take Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I would love to take Royal Eruption. I would love to... We probably should be on the lookout for more artifact removal if we're going to be passing an Immortal Sun. But I'm definitely taking Dryad here. Banefire, Tangled Florahedron. We'll take the Banefire. We could also just take Hazoret because it is another big creature and we are probably not drawing... We're not drawing that many cards outside of Selvala, so... Ensign's Destructible, we'll take it. Once Upon a Time's always good. You know what? I'm gonna actually start making some cuts at this point. We're definitely gonna go green-red, so we'll keep Assassin's Trophy. There's a cool Warrior. There's Glory Bring. I'm gonna take the Rex Sage though. We do want some extra support to go with Trashing Brontodon. So I need to decide if I can just, cause like our black options are. Okay, I have to also... no, it looks like there's a meeting scheduled. Oh, this one's for tomorrow. Okay, so that's no problem. Okay, looks like everything is fine. Okay, everything's fine. So now we're just waiting for... First, I need to make some alternate decisions, like, oh, Polukranos is a very good one. Experimental Frenzy does help us play extra cards. Evolving Wilds helps us fix our mana. Uvenwald Hydra. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a land card, put in the battlefield tab. Okay, so 6 mana with reach. Probably, if it's just reach, no. I might want more early drops, so I kind of... The Polukranos is also a good option, but it's a 4-drop. I'm going to take the Earthshaker Fenrir first, but it does come back as a 4-4 later. And we're now in the realm of... like, Elvish Rejuvenator is fine. Savage Stomp, we do have 1 dinosaur, but this is removal, essentially. There's also Perilous Vault. I'll take the Rejuvenator, but I'm not too fond of this. Yeah, we're gonna have to make quite a few we're gonna have to make quite a few cuts here. So we have to determine what's our plan here. So first of all, these two are lands, so we actually need... So we have that. Insult to injury... The insult part can be really devastating if we have good enough creatures and we just go for the attack. Okay, there's a Wilt. That's an addition. Exquisite Blood if we want to ruin someone's day. We are playing traditional, so I do have to take cards like Wilt. Chandra's oh wow. There's Radha, which is very good at ramping us. Garruk's Uprising gives trample. I'm gonna take that. It might just cut the black altogether. Description of Abundance. There you go. Okay, so let's say we drop the black plan altogether. So we have a Rootbound Crag, not much else for a ramp. Banefire came back, but so did Sarkhan. We only have 1 Planeswalker though. I might rather have the Banefire since that's the case. Oh wait, no, we had 2 Planeswalkers. We also have Vivian. Well, too late. So, Giant Immolating Inferno. How many legendary creatures do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? I'm taking it. It looks plausible. Okay, extra lands, not bad. Experimental Frenzy, because why not? Okay. So we're gonna have to make some major choices. Like, we're gonna have to make some very choice cuts here. So let's pay attention to our curve. Wow, this is gonna be a bit of a pain. First of all, we need 8 and 9, so we know we are running 2 additional lands, so it's basically 7 and 8. We're running a Rootbound Crag. I guess a Mirrodin's Core is probably not optimal, so let's check. We want to be more... Okay, so I guess I can cut this one. So 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we need to make 4 cuts. Let's check our removal suite. So yeah, I'm definitely not adding these until much later. We have black as an extra splash option if things start going south. Like if I feel like I need even more removal, there we go. So let's start with our removal package. Insult to Injury, Deem Worthy, Magma Jet. I think the Banefire feels like something I want to play last. I would because the Inferno hits multiple targets at least. Though Banefire is more reliable, I might actually cut Banefire for now. So this is our removal suite. We might have too much removal actually. Oh, not too much. Okay, Domri's kind of removal. Kogla is definitely removal. Tragtusk gives us options, so we're definitely keeping that. So yeah, so let's take a look at our card balance here. 17 and 12. So I kind of want to cut a few non-creature spells. We're kind of mid-range, so I guess so we can safely cut Vastwood Surge. We're not exactly trying to ramp that hard. Now we can cut the Vastwood Surge. We can cut the Elvish Rejuvenator because that's the weakest card. So I probably want to cut a 5 and a 6. No, I said I was gonna cut Banefire. We'll cut that one. This is though it does feel bad. I just want to give this one a try, but you know what? No, let's play it safe. I'm gonna keep the Banefire, cut the Immolating Inferno. Yeah, we can get a lot more out of this one, but we're not exactly ramping that hard anymore. Brushfire Elemental. We're not exactly hitting multiple land drops. I'm gonna actually cut that one. Well, so there we go. I have no idea who to put in front. Oh. So Gruul Smash. That's pretty much how I can think of this deck. So we're pretty much Gruul mid-range actually. And we're not exactly hiding it, so let's go. Let's keep that one. So knock on wood, we're gonna do relatively well. We definitely just have 3 matches total, so no pressure there. I want to get at least 2 matches. That would be fine. But if we can sweep all 3 matches, that would really be great. But otherwise, it's worth a try. It's basically us trying to see how broken is it really. Because we're playing a very average deck. It's very typical. We do have the option to go 3 color. We do have the cards to splash it for. But it's really a case of, okay, now that's scary. I'm really concerned. Well, I did mention there were server issues with Google a while ago here in the Philippines. If things get really bad, I might have to pause this video and open and use a VPN, which also scares me too. Okay. We can start. We have a 3-drop or yeah, this one doesn't really, it's not really a removal spell. We have just a 3-drop and that's it. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, I regret mulliganing now. You're gonna mulligan again. Oh no. Why did I do that? That was really well. At least that's the benefit of getting a second game. But maybe I was too hasty in that mulligan. Shh. I probably could have gotten more action. I was too hasty in that one. Oh, I was way too hasty. Let's use this time to get information. We're definitely behind at this point. We can play an Earthshaker Kenra. We're gonna take advantage of this time. If I have to discard a card, I'm okay. We know our opponent's playing 3 colors and has question B, so we want to prioritize our removal now. Yeah, we can concede at this point. Since we know we need harder removal now. Unfortunately, this is literally our only hard removal. Well, we have Assassin's Trophy. Okay, I'm gonna cut Insult to Injury. I'm gonna cut one of each of these. I'm going to add in the Hagra Mauling. I'm going to add in the Assassin's Trophy, which means we need to cut... Hazard's fine. It's indestructible, so we can block that one all day. Vivian Reed. It's creature or land. We do have quite a bit of creatures. 15. We know our opponent's playing big creatures, so I'm actually going to cut the Magma Jet. Yes, that was very unfortunate of us. I think I remember now why I really prefer best of one. But then again, we have to learn that we can't just if it's kind of playable, we should just keep it. Because the risk of the other alternative is very real. So we know our opponent is playing banned colors. We know our opponent has questing beast. That's pretty much all the information we got. But we know our opponent's willing to play 3 colors. I kinda wish I took the... Well, we do have the Dry Elysian Grove as an alternate, so that should be fine. I will note that I did not actually place any swamps, so I'm really relying on those... other cards, am I? And I'm really concerned that I might have disconnected at this point. Yeah, this is really bad. This is a bad day to do recording. Did I really disconnect or did our opponent disconnect? The problem is I have no real way of finding out. Like, cause anything I do client side is gonna work fine. And I'm supposed to see cards first, so... Yeah, the other problem is that the notification that you've disconnected from server takes way too long to appear. Okay, Oh, our opponent took that... Oh, looks like our opponent disconnected. So... We do get Rishkar at least. Yeah, I should remember to add an addition. Oh no, he's back. So, okay. So, knock on wood, another green source for Selvala. Rishkar is... up to 2 target creatures. Huh? Okay, something is very wrong with the... Our opponent definitely played the land. I have no idea what it is, though. Yeah, this is some server weirdness. So I know our opponent played another land. It's definitely untapped. Opponent is scrying. That was during their upkeep. Okay, they played the Lotus Veil. They're gonna sack... Oh, they played an island. Okay, that's fine. So... Did we even draw a card? I don't even remember drawing a card from this point. You know what? Let's just play this. Yeah, I don't remember drawing a card. Yeah, my maximum hand size is 0. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause this and come back. Okay, we... should be back. We should have better information about what's happened at this point. We probably would have lost 1 or 2 creatures at this point. We've already used the timeout too. Okay, so that was really not good. So, oh, okay. No, it's just our opponent play. We had no... Oh wait, no. There's their mana source. Whenever, if it's create... Okay, so opponent... Oh wait. Hold on. Yes, a bit for 3. Because it doesn't really matter when I'm casting Sky Sovereign. We probably no, our opponent's gonna crack this one. So basically we're sniping that one so that our opponent does not benefit from the second clause. We're gonna start attacking at this point. So if our opponent ends up with a big creature, Assassin's Trophy is an option. Also, the nice thing is you can always just use Rishkar to crew, or I can just cast them out. Listen, Caryatid. Okay, that one missed the boat. Opponent is going to get their tokens and their land. So we really want to save this Assassin's Trophy. That 5 left. We'll get 3 tokens, which is fine. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Considering we're having mana issues, I'd rather have the 5/5 now. Also draws us a card. Oh, wait. Well, these won't... Wait, no, these won't, but this will. Okay, Kogla's live. So, we're gonna crew. So, we can... As long as our opponent is playing all these smaller creatures, we can just keep sniping them. Our opponent's definitely gonna sub in artifact removal at this point. Well, so are we, kind of. Opponent plays Kogla, will snipe Phylat. They will draw a card. I think it's too late for our opponent. Chainweb Arachnir. Okay, that doesn't draw. So we want to cast Assassin's Trophy. We also want to... Okay, so how do we do this? We can cast our own Kogla, but that's it. Wait, what? So first, Assassin's Trophy. That was a weird tap. Oh wait, no, it needs 1 green to tap. Okay, so yeah, this Sky Sovereign is gonna die in the next game. There's no way our opponent. Yeah, opponent sees it. So yeah, we just have to have that kind of a better start, and be very careful with our mana. I will add 1 swamp. But we're going... I don't know why. In fact, between all this, I might rather... Because the swamp is just well, Hagar Mauling's double black, so that is a consideration. I might also just add the Meridian's Core, since we do have the... You know what? Let's cut the swamp, let's just add the Meridian's Core. So, not too sure if we're going... Yeah, first, at least let's hope, knock on wood, that the server weirdness is gone. Yikes. This is going to be very painful, but I guess I'll keep this. So, definitely Hagra Mauling turn 1. Turn 2... Oh no. It's messed up again, so I don't even know what lands I have. So I'm gonna play this out first. I'm gonna play Meridian's Core turn 2, then I'm going to... Yeah, it's not showing the cards I'm drawing. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna log in again. Okay, opponents. Opponent really leaning hard on that veil. So, yeah, not seeing the lands is hard. I kind of want to play this into this, but our opponent could start having removal at this point. And I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna eschew my Gruul land. So I'll be back. See you guys later. Okay, we're kinda back. Let's see if we get the... Wow, that's a very weird bug. Okay, so... Pass to combat. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So we definitely played this one. So I'm not going to attack quite yet because we do have once up. Actually, I have no idea what our opponent's going for this. So we're actually going to wait. Opponent has 4 mana. Yeah, I really apologize to our opponent for all the weirdness right now. Let's first make sure we're still drawing. Yeah, because that was a very weird bug. I should check the bug report to see if anything's come up about it. Like, a lot of the newer events seem to have all these weird bugs recently. Opponent not casting anything this time. They probably have counterspell support. So we probably should just, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we take Violet. Because that's 5 mana. 6 mana. If our opponent wants to counter that, then... Yeah, we've kind of established that our opponent probably wants to counter that. We also have the Banefire support in case we do need to snipe it, then we can swing safely with this. Yeah, we're assuming our opponent has something big lined up. Kogla probably fights Violet. I'm really leaning hard in that Kogla. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we need to spend X. Now it's still concerning. Oh, I just realized our opponent, because our opponent might be playing 5 colors. Okay, just question these. So let's go Matt. Savage Stomp. Swing. Okay. Because this is a fight effect. Hold on. We're gambling a little bit here. Like, we have no way of activating this now. But we could kind of buy some time. Our opponent can't exactly snipe it. But yeah, we were not exactly heavy on threats either. We actually drew quite a bit of lands, all things considered. Opponent probably has a way to snipe this. But yeah, I'm still more concerned about the lay claim. Ooh, wow. Okay, guess we play Dragonflies. So if our opponent has a way to activate this, then we are in real trouble. We do have a way to snipe enchantments, so... Even Wild Hydra. So we might have... At least we will get to feed. This has reach, so... Yeah, opponent will resolve. We'll take 6. Yeah, you know what? That's it. You know what? Let's put a charge counter here. So we still get a 3/3 beast, so we do have something to feed after that. And we do have quite a few cards that... Okay, that's not one of them. It's 6 mana to activate. I'm tempted to feed first. So I want to see what our opponent does with... Can this only have one charge counter? No, it can have multiples. I want to see what our opponent does with... Because it... Okay, restores expertise. Draw cards equal to the greatest. Yeah, okay, well, let our opponent draw their tons of cards. Cast a spell, 5. Good Swarm. Sure. Swarm, so that's his alternate plan. So, Wish Reclaimer, sure. Okay. We're giving our opponent another land, but we can take our opponent for kind of tapping out. If they have a counterspell and crewing this one, so we will still take 7. So our opponent has to decide if they want to attack. They're not attacking. So, yeah, at this point, I'm concerned our opponent might have a go white, but Elvish Reclaimer just triggers the sack land, so I'm going to strike that instead. Yeah, opponent had a good shot at delay claim. We don't have a choice, we kind of had to give that up. Yeah, but this is looking very bad for us. Well, our server issues were probably a very big clue that it was looking bad for us. That's good swarms. And I don't have to worry about the upper limit here. It's not like we're gonna hit this game. Yeah, we kind of threw our shot away when we mulled badly that one game. We can tech. Yeah, and we don't have a mass wipe. We already used our Banefire too, so we're not exactly getting past our opponent. Let's check. Yeah, we used up our Banefire already. Yeah, I'm already regretting not having the sweeper, but yeah, this is definitely a good game. Okay, Scavenging Ooze doesn't quite do it. We only get to activate like 3 shots. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a good game. Then so there you go. We lost our first round, but that's fine. So I'm going to actually restart this one and see if that has any effect on our next game. So I'm gonna come back in and we'll see each other again for round 2. Please stay tuned. Yeah, the servers are very wonky this time. We did get 1 win, so I'll take that though. And yeah, we're back. So yeah, continuing our traditional arena ROM. Does this revert back to the previous version? Yes, it does. So okay, just keep that in mind. American's Core probably is a good idea to keep, but okay, so all in all, we lost that first match. We did win 1 game off it, so it's not too bad. It does turn out that yeah, that the style of our deck, we either want to lay the pressure on early, then then hit really hard late, or and stave off our opponent's efforts, or we're just going to have to accept that we're not going to get much through. I guess it's a case of remembering that cubes are never fair, even if this one is nowhere near legacy or like a modern cube. Oh, I'm definitely keeping this one. So Mammoth 1. I kind of want to do Selvala before Rishkar. Putting counters is, or I can even just do Mount as a safety. Though Selvala is something I'd rather do. Okay, this is me. I'm also, well, I know it's not the pet because I got this one earlier and it hasn't messed up it's only started messing up games. Games only start getting messed up now. Okay, so looks like they kept 2. So definitely want to just lead on the green before dropping this one. Yeah, so Vala into Mount is fine. Only play switching well. Okay, so this might be a more fair one, or it could be a combo style deck. Yeah, turn 3 starts are not great, but I definitely want to play Selvala. Okay, opponent's playing blue. If this is mono blue, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Let's see, our opponent there might be counter spells. No, I'm pretty sure there's counter spells. I saw Censor at the very least. We might be seeing Essence Scatter and the like as well. So, okay, no, it's resolved. Bounce. Oh, it kind of dodged the counter spell. So unless our opponent does something, we're up at up 5 mana. Actually, no, we're at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 mana because it will spend 1. Generate 2. Looks like our opponent's thinking of bouncing it after all. I kind of want to at least play Mount. Hope, knock on wood, we get to draw a card. Let's see. Also, because another thing we can do is play the land, tap this one, generate the mana to cast. Wait. No, this generates 5 mana. No, he is bouncing. Okay, it's literally stall time. Well, it's not he's buying time, but he's not exactly punishing. Well, he's punishing our tempo, that's for sure. Scorching Dragon Fire last. Yeah, because he had to play. That's a Mirrodin score. Looks like Mirrodin score is going to be very popular as an extra land. Could keep that in mind. So we did stall out on lands. I'm definitely gonna play Mount now. Let's see if our opponent has additional bounce. No, just try counter. Probably would. Also, at least with Rish, if we play Rishkar, it doesn't get countered. At least we get to have a 4/4 hippo. I still want to hit lands though. Experimental Overload. Hitting an addition. Oh, okay. Okay, hit the land. We lose the Rishkar, but we kind of get to start applying pressure. And if nothing happens to Bolas, we can kind of set up a future. Bolas. Nothing happens to Domri, we can kind of set up a future Kokla. Opponent definitely wants to kill this one. That's mana on the table. Opponent tapping double red signifies that they definitely have an interesting tree drop. Or they have plans for staggering insight. So, well, if we don't hit the land, we can still snipe this. Okay, we hit the land. Opponent gains more life, but that's 2 cards off the table. We do have 1 additional fight effect. Yeah, I think it looks like our opponent was going for instants and sorcery, so... Well, no more quite yet. Definitely want to hold up Inscription of Abundance if possible, so maybe the feed can wait. Oh, opponent's actually tricolor. And this had a counter. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have noticed that he played Staggering Insight, had no white mana. That's what Mirrodin's Core was for. So Mirrodin's Core is good if you want to subside into the triple color plan. So definitely, we're playing the safe version right now. So far, we haven't seen much in... Like, our opponents played mostly removal. If I attack, opponent's gonna have to... And definitely swing... If our opponent just cracks that to draw cards... Well, basically it's forcing our opponent to decide if they want to crack that to draw cards now or never. Yeah, they decided to crack that. Okay, we'll let that resolve. I can just cast Feed to draw 2 cards. Wait, opponent has something? Warrant, put target creature. Yeah, let that happen. It stays on top, so that's still fine. Opponent might want to try milling it, I guess. Or... Hold on, do we try to draw it now? Yeah, opponent looks like they're really heavy on the spells, but the only payoff I've seen so far is Experimental Overload. I'm thinking they have something like a 1,000-Year Storm, or Narset, Ikoria Narset. Planeswalkers are a possibility also. Well, he hasn't had the time to play any of them. Yeah, opponent's really on the tank right now. I'm actually... Okay, let's assume that they... Well, if they have settled the wreckage, I don't have to... Oh, wow. They're really in trouble if they have to play it like that now. Especially when they know that the next play is Cold now. It's colorless, so... Yeah, charge counter. That's it. Wait a minute. Wasn't there a choice to put it in the bottom? No, it's just top. Okay, so... Warrant? It's fine. It's just... Okay, our opponent definitely has to wipe the board now. I guess they have the means of doing it. Fumigate would... No, Cleansing Nova. So much for the feed plan. Maybe I should not have played the Kogla. Yeah, that was too greedy. I should have known better.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
Okay, we're gonna pass. So I want to at least... Yeah, we have to... Now we know our opponent has this. We probably should be... Yeah, we probably should just held back the Kogla. Okay, so, but at least we know now. Yeah, that was very greedy. I shouldn't have done that. Kogla's not indestructible. you kind of need to return a human, and we're not exactly... Okay, fine.
I'm starting to get miffed now.
Let's see if our point Skycat Sovereign. Well, there's a plan and a half. Oh, I should have plus this.
Have at it, boys.
I'm just gonna pass. I kind of want the bait removal from our opponent. Nope, it's just a charge counter. Opponent can actually start making cat tokens. Okay, let's see how our opponent's gonna do this. Like, first we need to dodge a removal spell that's 3 toughness. That's fine.
Ooh, right on my noggin.
Okay. Gonna wait on that one. Okay, there's a try to this improve. I really should keep... I keep missing this one.
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
Torrential Gear Hulk. Okay, let's see what's the spell they get back. Okay. Actually, that's fine. Oh no, they did the Sphinx half. Okay. So we need to see how our opponent blocks. That's the safe block. Oh wait. We're gonna... Okay, so we... Caveat is this is gonna drop... Well, 4-6 is kind of fine, but wow. Yeah, we're way behind at this point. Opponent can make 2 flyers a turn. Not that it matters. This one has vigilance? Yeah, it has vigilance. So I'm definitely gonna side in the black again. The anti-artifact stuff is fine.
Yeah, doesn't always work out how you want.
Well, that was our only fight card though, so that's kind of fine, I guess. If we can hit our Banefire, we can kill our opponent right now. What's giving this card a bad look? Not too. I'm a bit scared of that one. Inscription of Insight. Return. Okay. So they make another 4/4 illusion. Okay, I kinda wish I had the language now. Yeah, I guess we can concede this one. Let's move on to the next game. At least the good news is so Magma Jet no good targets. Insult to injury too slow. So Assassin's Trophy, Hagra Mauling, Myrddin's Core in, these two in. So 1, 2. I could just cut the Akum Warrior. This one is probably the weakest of the bunch. It's still a spell though. Okay, what else could be cut? Like, our opponent's aiming at spells this time, so let's just keep giving our opponent. Let's just keep having these targets, I guess. Skycleave. Well, Skycleave Shade, I'm not exactly leaning towards having a black source, so I definitely play first. Definitely sketchy, but I'll keep this. We got our mana this time. We can't be too picky about it. Well, it's a shame that this one, we know our opponent has Scorching Dragonfire, so the creatures aren't exactly. Yeah, we kind of wanted more creatures in this than this. Domri is actually looking very weak at this point. I might actually consider him on the next cut. Okay, lands. It might be safer for me to actually play Domri first. Like, say I play Domri, opponent doesn't remove it. Next turn we can cast him out, use the Domri mana as if it matters, but it will give us some inscription as an option. Gives our opponent something to think about. So
What a glorious day for some anarchy. They can only punish you if they catch you.
Somehow I feel like it's an okay thing that Domri is no longer in the story. If his, well, I guess he was, the VA was given notes to make him sound annoying. Mission accomplished, I guess. Opponent is on a slow start this time, so we might be able to have a
Oh, have at it, boys.
Now we have to note that our opponent does have bounce spells. Like, how did he buy? Oh no, he had the Torrential Gear Hulk and Experimental Overload, so has multiple ways of buying it back. I'm actually gonna let the hit happen because I want to see what our opponent's next turn play is. And if there isn't much of a next turn play, I'm actually fine with it. Might as well snipe it now. Let's see if our opponent has the bounce effect. Probably still has a bounce effect, but it does give me the opportunity to just replay the Mammoth. No bounce effect. So I'm probably just gonna play him out right now. Maybe opponent has neutralize. Fine, I guess. Let's get that neutralize out of the way. Now, whether I play this as a land or not will be... Oh, cycling it. Okay. Funny. Glitching well, okay. Probably has a warrant of some sort. In which case, I want to cast Feed first. At least it forces our opponent to use an Into the Royal on an inopportune time. Okay, it's Stormcaller. Okay, does he have another spell? And what one mana spell could wreck us? Okay. Maybe a pump effect? Okay, got that. Okay, closest clear in that one. Okay, we did draw a regular land, but I am going to +1. Let's remember to use the +1 properly this time. Even if we're not exactly... Okay, those are good draws. Oh, I probably should stop playing creatures. Our opponent might have a counter spell. Cleansing Nova. And this one only hits creatures. I probably should have played this one because it wouldn't really matter what... Because I can Eternalize it again. Well... Okay, let's force our opponent to have the Cleansing Nova now. We did get the cards from it, so it's okay. Cleansing Nova to kill our creatures. Forgetting to do that. This didn't really matter. Well, could it matter? Well, it depends on what our opponent's creature is. Angel of Sanctions. You may exile until it leaves the battlefield. Okay. Let that resolve. Just safety. Oh, I hope our opponent does not have God's Willing. I'd be so annoyed if he does. Nope, does not have the God's Willing. Okay. Okay, so we got there. Now, let's see. Knowing our opponent only has big creatures... Yeah, I guess I'm willing to keep this. I wish this was more Broken Wings than Wilt, but it's looking fine. Opponent has that one flyer, but I think it's still too small to... Yeah, I'd rather have more threats, force our opponent to answer them, so we'll keep that one in mind. So we got another game, but can we actually close out a match? Let's see. Opponents get to go first. Again with the slow starts, but I just realized that with really slow starts. But having virtually 4 mana to start with, I'm just happy that we have that option. So next turn I'll play Kazandu Mammoth. It'll probably get... I could play Dryad of the Elysian Grove just to dodge that one piece of removal. Let's see, opponent probably has the removal. Important thing is we should get enough mana for Vivian so we can start reloading our hand. We can dodge a sensor. Oddly enough, we're heavily reliant on the Dryad to cast Assassin's Trophy right now. This one gets creature or land, so that's basically the majority of our stuff. Terramander. Okay. Oh, we're not quite there yet. This is definitely counter target. Oh, didn't counter.
Let's
Plus one.
tear this
No, I
place
don't see.
apart.
We do have the safety assassin's
Balance
trophy.
comes.
Okay. We're card short, so I'm actually gonna take Hazard. Let's see what our opponent's follow-up spell is. I know we have an assassin. Selendi. Okay, he's searching for something good. It's Inscription of Insight. Opponent has currently one mana shy of oh wait, no, it's multiple mana shy of kicking, so we have to figure out what our opponent actually does. If it's just bounce this, that's actually fine. Angel of Sanctions. We'll see which one is targeted. I'm actually gonna let that go.
I've seen worse.
He does have the embalm trick though. Okay, so we take the one hit.
Wild animals I like. People, not so much.
So the embalm's gonna be a bit painful because we do have the Banefire. That's the good news.
The
See if we
wilds
can
are
hit the
my shield.
land. Opponent probably embalms something. Yeah, there's the pure embalm. Let's see. That's fine. Opponent spent a lot of mana just getting that one out of the board. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Makes me stronger.
So opponent probably wants to cast this one now. But there we kind of got our advantage back at this point. Selvala. Yeah, Vivian Reed was very good back then, still very good now. It's gonna be playing traditional makes this a very long episode, but I think I should probably leave that in the notes. Opponent's definitely really considering casting this. It has one or fewer cards, so this qualifies, I guess. Also, I can play Selvala first, then Hazoret. And our opponent still has to deal with this one. opponent's really in the tank right now. I would be too. Okay, this is clearly some sort of settle the wreckage shenanigans. Let's play Savala first. At least I still get the attack trigger here, so I still deal 3 damage. And I can stop worrying about this at this point. This is sorcery speed also, by the way. Commit. Could have waited for me to declare an attack first. And with that mana, that can't be warrant. So if I do this one, I'm giving up on the sovereign.
No one knows
at this
the
point.
wilds like
What?
I do.
Okay, I'm actually gonna hold back. Because I know our opponent has the potential to Cleansing Nova. You're 1 mana away from hitting the big kicker on this. I don't think our opponent wants to cast... Well, it benefits our opponent more. But I don't think our opponent wants to give us first shot at memory. Opponent definitely looking for a way to deal with Vivian. But more like they need to deal with both Vivian and the rest of our board. I actually have the mana. Oh, it's only 2 damage. Sorry, cancel. Oh, it's not the greatest. This is the greatest.
You can't stop nature.
Yeah, I forgot there's only 2 damage. It's been a long time since I last played Mono Red in Historic. Opponent definitely is needing what... Well, at this point it's an emergency. I would just cast this without the kicker. Like, you definitely want to bounce these 2 big ones and find something that can block this one. Although you also have to deal with the fact that I could just give an emblem also. Yeah, I think our opponent's just gonna cast the Inscription Plane. Nope, concede. So we won our first match. Whew. Okay, got there. So one more match left. Now we have to see if we can make our money back. How am I liking this one now? Okay, so we got 1 win. Now let's see if we can, let's see if we can make our money back at another win. It'll be sad if we don't, but it's worth a shot. At least we... Yeah, we have 2 different we have two different flavors. We can adjust as we go along. More like we can adjust if we think it's necessary based on what's happening. Like in that last match, we knew our opponent had much bigger threats, so some of our one lander with a once upon a time. I'm keeping this. Worst possible. Take the draw first. It's a land. So if we don't draw another land, we probably should draw a land. Okay, Dust Legion sell that, that's fine. Okay, we didn't draw the land, but we did get the Vivian, so that's good. First, remember this baby. Okay, we need another land. Yeah, forest. Kenra, get some. So next turn we have we can either just Rex Sage something or Inscription of Abundance, Midnight Reaper. We got the Root on Crag. Pass. We'll take the hit for now. It just puts us in damage parity, and it gives us an idea. Because I'm concerned our opponent has some sort of burn effect. Yeah, the fact our opponent hasn't quite, and we can surprise our opponent's Sky Sovereign next turn. Opponent hits their 5 mana, hits Siege Gang. Ooh, wow. Now let's just put the 2 counters here. That means our opponent will have to spend quite a bit to remove it. And we have to snipe this one first so that these guys don't get to kill stuff. But now Earthshaker's held back on defense. Next turn, if we can hit one more mana, I am dropping Filat. If not, it's probably Rada and hope to hit another land. Push. That's the hack. Okay. Okay, let's get force that one out of the way. So we are going to get beat down a bit. Ooh, wow, we might actually not make it. Yeah, missed the land drop. Let's see. Okay, we hit the land drop. So now the question is, can we survive? Because we're taking 3 damage. Wow. No. So we definitely want a lot of cheap burn. So Magma Jet stays. Insult does not stay. No insults. Actually, I'm willing to just keep it as is. In fact, the Immolating Inferno might work. Okay, so I'm gonna make that exchange. And one Meridian's Core, because why not? Do I want to add cards like Assassin's Trophy and Hagra Mauling? Okay, if I were to do those... Actually, no. because I don't see our opponent having, so we can cut stuff like Rex Sage and like trashing Brontodon's fine. I'm gonna cut the Rex Sage. We're going to add these back. So 1, 2. Add the trophy. I'm probably just gonna add trophy only. I'm probably not gonna add the let's add the mauling also. What do we cut for mauling? Probably some of our really slow cards like Koga's fine, Phylat's fine. Akum Warrior is in the slow end. It is a land, but okay, we'll just cut that for now. Let's knock on wood that works better. Otherwise, at least we got our 1 win, but no, we got our 1 match win. Okay, so playing this one first. Yeah, definitely keeping this one. Opponent leads off on a Dread Wanderer. Yeah, since we're kind of on the parity race, I will play Raudan next. You're gonna hold the Magma Jet a bit. We know our opponent has a lot of cheap stuff. Okay, that's a very good remove kill target. So we can we now have an excuse to play this tap. Okay, I like that. Actually, I want Vivian. Okay, we're gonna keep the Vivian on top on hopes that we hit another land. So the race is kind of on. Opponent, hopefully, Skyclave Shade, that's fine. Can't block. And this can block, so you know what? We're gonna hold back. We hit damage parity anyway. And our opponent is missing land drops, so we have that as a okay, they hit their land drop now. So we actually have options between which is Cauldron. Okay. No, Priest of Oblivion. Nope, we're gonna opponent not blocking, so we do have a good race on our hands now this time. Opponent has to claim the first one. Okay, it's 8, 9, 10. So 10, 9. Like if I minus 3 and I lose Vivian if that happens.
I didn't live through hell to lose to you. Sometimes restoration means retribution.
See, condition to get this back is 1 or fewer cards. They're not there. It is actually in my advantage to block because I can get a 4/4 out of the equations.
I'll always survive. You'll see.
Okay, so we hit the we hit our mana, so we need to decide what to do. Like, I could just drop Kogla, snipe the Siege Gang right then and there. Yeah, we probably should snipe that Siege Gang. It'll be sad if our opponent happens to have Hagra Mauling, but we cannot just have multiple burn to the face. We are quite close to Liliana. How many points in graveyard? 7. Oh. Okay, so we will lose Kogla. We'll take a big hit. 6. Oh wow. So we can I don't know if it's gonna do it. We might actually lose this one. Yeah, so kind of close, but yeah. Oh wow, we did lose that one. We shouldn't have played it out. Good game. Well, yeah, black aggro. That one did quite well. So how could we have dodged that one? We could not have dodged the Liliana. We needed another creature. I guess I could have played Kenruff instead. Yeah, we made the mistake of not sniping Liliana. We didn't pay attention to her ability. Oh well. But at least that was a very good experience. I'm actually quite happy with that one. I don't know if that's a paradoxical outcome. I guess we can say that. But we did have fun. And we did get one good match. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. I'm probably going to continue doing the cube drafts, but I'm not so sure. Maybe I would stick to traditional. Just I do like the idea of being able to adjust your deck as things go, and it's not so bad. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are, and have a great week, everyone.